Johnny Dogs Show, a show that lets you know there are people out there dumber than you. Today's top dumb news story is covered by our news team, Irene, Maiden, and Grumpy Gus. If a human being has done something stupid, you can be sure they'll report it. And now, our host with the most, the one and only, Johnny Dogs.
It's always wonderful to be back, you know. Hopefully everybody's got their game together. You know, last week was kind of a mess. Lost some patience with y'all. Hopefully y'all got it together today. I'm Johnny Dogs. This is the Johnny Dogs Show. As you know, they've already introduced our news team, but I'd like to introduce Stan, the announcer. Did a great job there, Stan. Also, Jimmy Dogs on the controls. Got everything under control, Jimmy? You got that bong under control? Good. Oh, got some really wacky stuff happening in the news. So, let's kick off the news right after this message.
This segment's sponsored by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer, Granddaddy Purple. Granddaddy Purple is an indica marijuana strain that goes by many different names, including Granddaddy Purp, Granddaddy Purps GDP, and Granddaddy Purple Kush. Popularized in 2003 by Ken Estes, Granddaddy Purple or GDP is a famous indica cross of Mendo Purps, skunk, and Afghanistan. This California staple inherits a complex grape and berry aroma from its Mendo Purps and Afghanistan parent, while skunk passes on its oversized, compact bud structure. GDP flowers bloom in shades of deep purple, a contrasting backdrop for its snow-like dusting of white crystal resin. Its potent effects are clearly detectable in both mind and body, delivering a fusion of cerebral euphoria and physical relaxation. While your thoughts may float in a dreamy buzz, your body is more likely to find itself fixed in one spot for the duration of GDP's effects. Granddaddy Purple is typically pulled off the shelf for consumers looking to combat pain, stress, insomnia, appetite loss, and muscle spasms. You got problems? Go see your granddaddy today.
Hello. Are you ladies having a problem with another woman? Do you have some nosy old Karen getting all up in your business, bothering you all the time? Well, we have the answer for you. Smack a Bitch Foundation would love to help a fellow sister in need. We have an only woman team that will come over and hassle this problem for you. We have a special process where we'll stalk your target at all times, night and day. Our ladies are made of tough stuff and know how to get the job done. After a complete establishment of your target's routine, we'll follow them and pick them up for you in our very own and marked van. Colors may vary, ladies, as the pink van is our hottest item. Reserve our pink van as soon as possible. The wait list is long. Once we've acquired your target, we bring them straight to you, where you go into our comfy van and flap them around as long as you please. Sorry. Policy states there are no men allowed in our vans. Even if you are married, smack a bitch foundation. Problem solving for women, by women.
I guess I can see the need to fire our sponsorship guy. And I don't think that our sit down talking about our sponsorships really did anything. Yeah, great job. Yeah, we were just off to a roaring start here, fellas and ladies. I think our sponsorship guy, me and you, were going to sit down and talk after this show, and you probably won't be with this show very much longer if you can't, raise up the profile instead of dumping it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? You do? Good. And now let's kick off with the news.
Welcome to the news. I'm Irene Maiden. Let's get to it. 2 women arrested for shooting up a Burger King. 2 Oakland women have been arrested for shooting up a Burger King for putting tomatoes on their Whopper. Police were dispatched to an Oakland Burger King because 2 women were causing a scene, arguing with the manager. The 2 young women were complaining about receiving tomatoes on their Whoppers when they clearly told the cashier no tomatoes. After a brief back and forth, The manager asked the women to leave. One of the women reportedly said, "Next time we come back, we're going to light this bitch up." A few minutes later, the women returned, armed with handguns. They began to shoot up the restaurant till they emptied their guns. A total of 18 shots were fired. No one was injured. All I know is I saw them come back in and all hell broke loose, the manager said in a statement. Those two crazy bitches waltzed right in here and started shooting the place up like they were girls from the hood, one worker said. Another worker reported those two women shot this bitch up like they was from the projects. That was some crazy shit. Oakland police apprehended the women a few hours later. Now, my sisters, how many times have you gone to a fast food drive-thru and some idiot messes up your order? What these two inspirational ladies did is exactly what I would have done too. I don't know how many times I've had to go back to a place and straighten them out. Usually you shoot a place up once, and they'll always remember your order from then on. My shotgun has always fixed a bad order and made sure they never messed it up again. It's just a common courtesy you extend to stupid people working in fast food who always mess up your order. Now, back to our host, Mr. Johnny Dogs.
Sheesh. I can't even remember the last time I shot up a restaurant. Maybe it was a CC's Pizza. I don't know. Can't remember. I know they're out of business. Well, Gus, you got anything?
This is the news with your favorite news guy, Grumpy Gus. Let's see what we have in today's news. 5 people were injured attempting to tip over a bull. It was reported 5 men were admitted to a Dover, Delaware hospital at 3:30 a.m. with severe injuries after attempting to tip over a bull they mistook for a cow. All 5 men were under the influence of alcohol. Police have reported the men consumed a large amount of alcohol and decided to tip over a cow in a neighbor's field. After sneaking into the area, the men bum rushed the cow only to realize the animal was a bull and now pissed off. One man was reportedly hit by the bull so hard he suffered a broken leg. Another suffered broken ribs and a fractured ankle. It looked like a cow from the distance, but I was so drunk I thought there were 2 of them, one man said. I got hit so hard I landed in the back of my truck and broke my collarbone, another told the police. The injuries are not considered life-threatening, and the owner of the bull has decided not to press any charges. Well, boys will be boys. I mean, everybody has done something stupid on booze. I'm sure those dumbasses learned their lesson. No need to bring any more trouble down on them, the owner stated. Stupid young punks. I've tipped over many cows, and I've never mistook a cow for a freaking bull. Even when I was 3 sheets in the wind. These dumb kids can't even realize a cow has udders, a bull has a set of balls. Big difference. I learned this from my father. If it has udders, tip it over. If it has a pair of balls, run away. It's just common sense, which these drunk morons didn't have. Now, back to our host, who has a set of balls. Mr. Johnny Dogs.
Well, of course. Everybody says I am the size of grapefruits. Could be a medical problem though, I don't know. I'll see my doctor on Monday. Tipping bulls is an easy thing to do. You avoid it. Tipping cows is an easy thing to do. You push it. Usually falls over. A male cow, aka a bull, yeah, he's not going to be so nice about it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think your father's a pretty smart guy. If it has udders, tip it. If it has balls, run from it. Some good advice. Well, we're going to take a break.
This segment's sponsored by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer. 9-Pound Hammer. 9-Pound Hammer, also known as 9-Pound Hammer, is an indica marijuana strain created by Jinx-proof genetics that crosses Gooberry, Hell's OG, and Jack the Ripper. These dense buds are coated in resin, offering sweet grape and lime flavors. 9-pound hammer hosts a terpene profile abundant in myrcene, pinene, and caryophyllene with THC levels ranging between 17 to 21%. Effects can be heavy and long-lasting, making this strain useful for pain and stress relief. You got pain, under some stress. Then, drop the 9-pound hammer on it. Get it from your local dope dealer or dispensary. Get hit with the 9-pound hammer today.
This segment is brought to you by Celebrity Farts. Have you ever wondered what a movie star, rock star, or professional model's fart smells like? Now you can, with Celebrity Farts in a Can. Yes, that's right. Celebrity Farts in a Can. Wow, what an amazing world we live in. Yes, it's true. With our product, you can now have the sensation of a celebrity fart in your home. You can tell your friends, guess what? That's Snoop Dogg's ass you smell in here. Now you can pop open a can and tell your friends Morgan Freeman blew up my bathroom. Celebrity Farts has signed many movie and television stars, performers, and artists to fart in our patent and specially designed fart holding device which captures the illustrious odor coming out of their asses and puts it right in a sealed can to be delivered directly to you. Act now. Have a celebrity fart in your home, in your backyard, even at parties and even in your face. Be the first to have your friends say you smell like Michael Jordan farted in your face. Celebrity Farts. The fart in a can. Out in stores now.
Why? Why would you have something like that? Who cares if a celebrity farts in your house? I mean, never mind. So, yeah, whatever. Well, he's back, the former president, and for some reason, he brought a friend. I got Secret Service guys barbecuing in my backyard, and 2 former presidents running around my garage. No, I don't have a problem with it, Mr. President. Former Mr. President. Sir, whatever I'm supposed to call you guys. You want to do an editorial? Both of you? Sure, I guess. Alright. Knock yourself out, gentlemen.
This is a former president of the United States. I know most of you want me back. My political friends ask, Obama, will you come back? I have looked over the political landscape and tell them hell no. I would rather hang out with Michelle and smoke a fatty. Me and my boy Bush light up and laugh at the political landscape, even high on Obama. But my very own strain. There is no freaking way. I'm coming back to the house. I mean White House. I would rather hang out with some mental patients, like good old Maiden and that shit. I enjoy lighting up the fatty and stinking the place up with the sticky icky. You know those drunks in the White House? Would let me do that. I had my 8 years, folks. Now I'm smoking fatties with my pal Bush. If you thought we hate each other, no, that is just political theater. Besides, the white boy jets some good weed from Texas. Now back to our civilian host, the non-presidential Johnny Dogs.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to that. Mr. Former President, sir, you want to go next? Yeah, sure, why the hell not? Everything else is kind of whacked out today as it is. Sure, go ahead.
My fellow Americans, this is another former president of the United States. Welcome to my political editorial. I would like to ask you, why is weed illegal in the state of Indiana? Why is it legal in Michigan and Illinois, but not here? Is it because your governor's an idiot and an alcoholic? Probably so. Is it because political dark money from Eli Lilly? Maybe. Probably. But I digress. Marijuana should be available here. Me and my old lady love to light a fatty with my pal Obama. We burn that sucker up and get high as a Texas border fence that can't hold up anything. Yeah, that's a cheap shot on you. Joe, Americans living in Indiana deserve a buzz. They deserve to line up in public and get better. Like Mom's good old American Pie, they should be able to rip off a few bong hits and not have to worry about the man I smoke with Billy. Believe me, he calls to bad. His coldfish wife is drugged up to much drinking, and that bitch thought she would be president. Get off the booze, Hillary. But again, I digress. Every Indiana civilian should have access to marijuana. And now, back to our civilian host.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Oh, good job, fellas. Good job. No, good job. How about you guys like go hang out with the Secret Service guys? I heard they're breaking into the alcohol. And there's a fat baggie out there too that another guy brought. Yeah. Alright, sure. I'm not sure what to think about that. So we're gonna take a break.
This segment is brought to you by Fat Vinny's Meat Processing Plant. You want a good steak? Love to grill that beef patty? Don't mind a little horse meat? Then Fat Vinny's Meat Processing Plant has a deal for you. For the low price of $100, we offer the Meat Surprise Special. This meat is 60% beef and 40% surprise. Some of this moves and some of it don't. You know what I'm saying? With this special, you get 10 thick cut ribeyes. The horse and cow were blessed by a priest from Jersey. So, yeah, it's kosher too. Also, you get 10 select cuts of meat that our horse racing friends guarantee are the best cuts. But that's not all. For pounds of succulent ground beef for your cooking pleasure, Fat Vinny himself has said it's 50% beef, 30% horse, and 20% Big Polly, who disappeared a week ago. If you like your meat fresh and on the unknown side, see Fat Vinny at Fat Vinny's Meat Processing Plant. Remember, meat should be good with a little surprise in it.
This segment is sponsored by Nick Santoro. Some jerk off bothering you? Someone giving you a hard time? Some troublemaker giving you the business? Nick Santoro is your guy. Nick has spent the last 20 years perfecting the art of roughing punks up. This man has experience working with local gangsters, shaking poor fools down. Mr. Santoro does not play around. For the right price, Mr. Santoro will rough up anybody. If your money is legit, Nick will mess a fool up for you real bad. I mean real bad. First-time customers get to pick which bones Mr. Santoro will break. Wow. What a sweet deal. If you ask discreetly, and for the right price, Nick will even put a cap in someone's ass for you. Nick Santoro. When you need to break a fool's face, for the right price. Reach out today.
You know, some days I really hate our sponsor guy. Yeah, you sitting in the corner over there, talking about you. Well, we have a special guest, Screamin' Rex. He watched the UFC last night, and we decided that we would let him do the UFC report. Rex, take it away.
Hello, you jerks out there! This is Screaming Rex! This is Screaming Rex! UFC report! Damn it, man! Why can't my man, Tony Ferguson, get that freaking uses win? Damn it, man! Petting the hell by submission! Double tag it, man! What about that no heart, Kevin Holland? Damn it, man! Talking all this smack, then getting bucked out in less than a minute! Holy freaking dang it, man! What the hell is going on with those two? Drops to my boy, in bad ideas! I left the house on him in one day! Sorry, Tony! I would have put on you, but the trust is no longer there! That's the way that could keep crumbles! Kevin Holland thought he was fighting a fake gangster, and they got his ass rolled! Gangster style! Now he knows that tonight, whose name I can't pronounce, beat your ass! My man, Johnny Walker finally got a freaking win! Good job, Johnny! Now the trick is to keep on winning! Hopefully you're fit in first and that! I'm screaming, Reds, and this is you can see report.
Welcome back to the news. A Washington woman assaults her boyfriend for not listening to her. Seattle police responded to a call about domestic violence. Officers who arrived on the scene discovered a woman assaulting her boyfriend. She was sitting on this guy and throwing punches like Mike Tyson. One officer reported, "This woman was pissed. It took 3 of our guys to pull her off of him." Another officer stated, police reports state, the woman and the man were sitting on the couch. The woman explaining to her boyfriend how her day went. While he played a video game, she became enraged when she discovered he was ignoring her while playing his game, and an argument ensued, which then turned into a one-sided fist fight. The woman was arrested and released. Now, I agree with this sister. Ignoring a woman while she is speaking is awfully rude. Not only that, it's downright disrespectful. When I talk, my man shuts his mouth and listens. He knows if he ignores me, I'll beat him into the ground and murder his dumbass. He knows better than to ignore me. When I talk to him, I make him repeat what I said. If he can't, his ass is in for a long-ass 15-round fight. And he knows his ass is getting knocked out. Now back to our host.
Dudes, keep messing up. Keep messing up. Listen, just like the cooking thing we covered the last time, this is the same situation. It doesn't matter what you're going to do or what you are doing, your woman is going to come and talk to you. She's going to talk to you about something that really makes no sense or you have no interest in. The idea is to try and listen, even if you're playing a video game or whatever. But it's not like you have to listen to the whole story. Listen to what I'm saying here. You just have to get the bits and pieces that are important. Okay? You don't have to understand the conversation. You just have to get the bits and pieces that are important. And after you get some of the bits and pieces that are important, just be thoughtful enough to repeat just a few keywords and sentences, and she'll think she's listening to you. 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, you repeat that process, and then you're free to go about your business. You're free to go about your game, you're free to go out for your video game, your sports game, whatever. But if you do it the wrong way and you just sit there and you ignore them, you're going to get your ass kicked. It's very apparent. These women are not the women that your grandpa dated. These are new women. These are the women of this new generation. So, if they want to be heard and you're not listening, they'll just beat the shit out of you and then you will hear them. So, just listen to your woman a little bit and try to avoid that whole situation. And now for some more news with Gus.
Today's news. 2 teenagers taken to the hospital due to smoking grass. 2 Idaho boys were taken to a local hospital after attempting to smoke outdoor grass. The Des Moines Emergency Service reports 2 young teens were treated for smoking outdoor grass and released to their parents. It's been reported the 2 boys were spending the day together hanging out and smoking marijuana. After running out, they thought it would be a good idea to smoke grass clippings. After feeling ill, they decided to call emergency services. Dude, they call it grass. So why not? One boy told doctors, "Man, that was the worst buzz I've ever had. Worse than smoking catnip," the other boy said. Yeah, these kids nowadays. I blame TikTok. First they're eating Tide Pods, now they're smoking grass clippings, one emergency service worker said. You put some stupid challenge out there, and we get these dummies checking into the emergency room. Now, I'll say this, and I've always said this. These kids nowadays are just getting stupider and stupider. How in the hell is smoking grass clippings better than good old-fashioned weed? How about this? If you run out, buy some more. If you don't have the money, find it. A dime bag is only $10. Hell, Some guys will even sell you a nickel bag for $5. I've mugged old ladies back in the day, and they at least had $5. Enough for a nickel bag, or one more old person for $10 for a dime. Weed isn't hard to get. Stupid kids, grass and weed are definitely two different things. Now, back to our host.
This is the stuff that really makes you lose faith in humanity. Yeah, you should know better than to do something stupid like that. Just because they call it grass doesn't mean you can smoke real grass. If you do, it probably does make you sick, but these kids nowadays, you know, who knows, they might be future president of the United States, the way things are going, so you never know. Stupid is contagious. So, yeah, like I said, yeah, I guess I know. I've lost faith in today's youth myself sometimes, you know. Some of these kids, I don't understand them, you know. Eating Tide Pods, stepping on crates and falling off and breaking their arms, destroying bathrooms, now they're stealing cars, you know. All because of something like TikTok and everything else, you know. It's just odd. So, yeah. Kind of lose faith in the next generation. And imagine none of these kids. One's going to be a doctor or a lawyer. Who knows? Yeah. Well, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
This segment's sponsored by K-Dog, Indianapolis' favorite dealer. Rinse OG. Rinse, also known as Rinse OG, is a rare type of hybrid marijuana strain. Rinse is made by Cookies fam by crossing Skittles with gelato, and it is loved for its incredibly fruity flavor profile that smells just like a bag of the sugary candy we all know and love. Because of the rising popularity of this cannabis strain, it's no surprise Rinse was named Strain of the Year in 2020. Growers say this strain has resin-drenched buds that range in color from rich purple to lime green. Rinse is celebrated for its creamy smoke that is smooth and welcoming. This strain of weed produces euphoric highs and uplifting effects that are known to be long-lasting. These are the little Rinse parents want to handle, let me tell ya. Rinse OG. Get some from your dealer or dispensary today.
This segment sponsored by Old Geezers Against Punk Kids. My senior friends, do you have no good punks stepping on your lawn? Are they speeding in your neighborhood going 20 miles per hour instead of the posted 15? Damn punks, are they riding their so-called electric scooters on the sidewalk? Are they playing loud music after 5:30 p.m.? If you have these problems, call 1-800-OLD-GRUMP. We'll send out our best geriatrics to stand in their lawns. We'll put seniors in cars and aimlessly drive around to your houses playing Lawrence Welk music. For an extra price, we'll even send terminal seniors over to their lawns and drop dead, or even into your cars. Whatever you wish. Imagine the look onto your faces seeing some old person passed away on their property. The look onto your faces as we use your own lawn as our personal cemetery, and using those fancy new computerized cars as our coffins. Trust us. 1-800-OLD-GRUMP. We'll come over and teach those young punks a lesson. 1-800-OLD-GRUMP. Call today.
I swear our sponsors. And you can't do any better than that? What? I know nobody wants to work with us after that little gunplay with Polka Time podcast, but it's your job to get people to work for us, or at least to help sponsor us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you do it. What do you mean you can't talk them into it? Hold a gun to their head. I don't care. Fine. Well, that's it for our show. That's it for the news and everything else. We're gonna go hang out with the former presidents in our backyard for some reason, being that they got the Secret Service guys barbecuing, so, you know, hopefully the government can at least cook good barbecue. Who knows? So, yeah, we're going to get the fuck out of here. So, until next time.